Right, this is the official Sbu Specials preview to the Springboks Rugby World Cup squad announcement that is happening on Monday, the 26th of August, 2019. Now, this time around, there will be no Kamstaldrat, I guarantee you that. There'll be no Murele, and there will be probably not a lot of people crying transformation or fire their racist coach as they was when Heineke Meyer was a coach and he was taking the Springboks to the UK at the 2015 edition. But there will still be a lot of conjecture, a lot of opinion, a lot of analysis, such as is happening right now regarding who Rassie Erasmus takes to Japan for the 2019 World Cup. It's inescapable. There'll be people who are heartbroken. There'll be people who are disappointed. And there is likely, like with all squad announcements, there's likely to be a shock. There's likely to be an emotional decision. There's likely to be some sentiment. And there's likely to be a whole lot of debatable calls where people think this should have been there, this player should have been there, that player shouldn't have been there. But the most important thing for Rassie Erasmus to do is to make sure that South Africa takes a competitive team to the Rugby World Cup. And in this sense, when we're talking competitive for the Springboks, we are talking potential World Cup winners and nothing less. So anything less than a final appearance where they can give themselves the best chance of winning the Rugby World Cup will be considered a failure. Just take a look at the semi-final appearance at the 2015 Rugby World Cup where the Springboks lost by barely two points to the All Blacks, the eventual champions, the two-time back-to-back champions, the three-time champions overall. So that was considered a failure. And if the Springboks don't make it to the ultimate stage in Japan this year, that will not be acceptable and it won't be good enough. And I know they're riding off a lot of gears, a lot of good results, unbeaten in 2019. But it won't be good enough if they can't translate that to the results at the World Cup, starting in Yokohama against the All Blacks on the 21st of September. What a game that's going to be. Is that in Rassie Erasmus's mind? I think it is. I think he's going to go with the squad thinking, I need the kind of players that are able to beat the All Blacks. They've done it once since he took over as Springbok coach. They did beat the All Blacks in Wellington last year. Unlucky to lose at Loftus at the following encounter, but came back to steal a 16-all draw again in Wellington this year. So they are riding high. But who are the players that are likely to go to the Rugby World Cup and win it for them? We all have our squads. I've put out a squad. I can put it out again. I've put out who I think will be there. Obviously, it includes a front row of where I think Bism Tawarira is only going to be with Steven Kitshoff as the loose heads in those optional front row number ones. Number twos, I think Malcolm Marx, Bongi Bonambi, and Skalk Brits are cut and dried. The number fours, Archie Sneeman and Eben Etzebeth. The number five, I think, is going to be Franco Mostert, as well as Franco Mostert. I think he will be the number five, as well as Lood de Jager. Yeah, so, and then at the number six position, that's where South Africa have a glut of options. It will be Siya Kolisi. I think Kwagga Smith is in there. I think he is a backup number six. Francois Lowe could be considered as a backup number six. It's at seven where people are asking themselves a lot of questions. Peter Step du Toit is on his own as a blindside basher. Of course, he's not just a basher. He's an all-round rugby footballer. I think he will be paired with Reynard Alstad as the other option in the number seven position. Dwayne Vermeulen, again, a little isolated in that number eight. He will probably be deputized by Francois Lowe as well as the other options. The number nines, they picked themselves. I think Faf de Klerk, as well as Kobus Reina, who played against Argentina in the farewell game. And, of course, Herschel Jantjies will be there. The fly halves, Elton Jantjies, Andre Pollard, the left wingers, Makazole Mapimpi. I think he will be the premium left winger there. He faces stiff competition though if Rassie Erasmus decides to stack up his options there at wing. Who are the other wingers? Cheslin Colby. He plays normally on the right, as well as Sbu, the Black Swan, Ngosi. He also plays on the right. It's going to be very, very tough in the wings. Not only that, there is a little bit of a question mark in the centers, especially at 12. When you look where Damien Dialende seems like he's got his ticket to Japan. Andre Esterhuizen was released to play for the Sharks in the last round robin of the Currie Cup. I am not 100% sure if he will make it back to take his place in the 31-man squad. Therefore, I think Francis Steyn is going to slot in as the de facto backup to Damien Dialende at the 12th position. Rassie Erasmus has said in no uncertain terms that they're not looking any further than Damien, Andre Esterhuizen, Francis Steyn for the number 12 position. And if push comes to shove, Henry Pollard is there to slot in as the backup number 12. So you won't see a Lukhanyo Amp, for instance, which I thought was an option. You won't see him playing at 12, maybe partnering with Jesse Krill. But those two players are definitely cut and dried, the number 13s that are going to this World Cup. The fullbacks, things start to get really tricky. I think Willie Leroux is going to be there at the Rugby World Cup. He might be the solo fullback. It gets very tricky when you start thinking, is Warwick Gelant in the mix? I think he is. It's just a matter of sacrificing Kwagga Smith or Reynard Elster to accommodate an extra fullback. That is going to be the trick for me. But I don't think Rassie Erasmus has to sacrifice a fullback because Francis Steyn is there, Jesse Krill is there. These are players that have played fullback, as well as Cheslin Colby, of course. He is a fullback for Toulouse and has just won the French top 14 with them playing that very position. So I think South Africa will be covered there. Would I like an extra ball player like Gelant? Would I like a Damien Willemse, another ball player, another versatile player that maybe he can even deputize as a number 3 option at the 10? I would, but they're just not enough spaces. I am gutted for a guy like Lizo Koboka, who I think for me was the best front row forward in Super Rugby this year. I am gutted for Apiwe Gyanti. I have seen the work he has done to recover from his injury with my own eyes, and the guy could not have done much more. Of course, come Monday, we could be talking something else. We could see a miraculous recovery from Apiwe Gyanti. We could see him in that squad, but it's really a prayer, a mission now. All because of injury. Nothing that he's done on his part. Had a very, very good Super Rugby year when he did get those starts eventually. And he started every single game under Rassie Erasmus last year. The only player to do so. So we will see who Rassie Erasmus eventually picks. I will definitely put out my squad. Again, if I miss any players, you will definitely see it on a screen grab or a tweet that I put out that I think this will be Rassie Erasmus' squad. Obviously, we will not know. Everyone will have their squad. There are 60 million people that will be watching from South Africa, watching this showpiece. So each of you all have your squads, but only one-man squad is really going to matter. One-man squad is going to Japan to actually play, and that is Rassie Erasmus' squad. So we'll see who he will pick come Monday. All right, this was another Sbu special, and I'm out.